A portion of this video is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. For more information about Sheath Underwear, visit the link in the description or wait till the end of this video to hear more from me. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Wow. So, protests are illegal in the United States again. Zero disrespect, just abject disregard, trying to cancel the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, which protects our rights. It's enshrined in our Constitution that Congress shall make no law, that the government cannot suppress or oppress you relative to your speech, especially political speech, especially speech that disagrees with whatever the position the government holds at the time. That's one. A boycott is a form of protest. It's an economic protest, and there is nothing illegal about a boycott. Nothing. If you choose to spend your money here rather than here, what would be illegal about that? As a private citizen who has earned your money with your blood and sweat, and now Donald Trump wants to tell you where you can and cannot spend your money. And if it sounds outlandish, you're not paying enough attention. Here is a tweet. Here's a post from Donald Trump where he is whining, about the fact that I guess Tesla is absolutely just tanking right now. Its stock is tanking. People are selling their Teslas. People are giving their Teslas to charity. And the Cybertruck, I saw a post today where a guy tried to trade it in and go to a CarMax, one of those car dealerships that'll buy your car and then sell it to somebody else. They wouldn't even take it, according to him in his tweet. So this is a post from Donald Trump. This is just chef's kiss, good stuff. And then I'm gonna get to another one where really it's just to mock him because as a native English speaker you need to speak English. Why do I need to press 2 for English or whatever? He just can't even use the right form of the word you're. You're not even allowed to do that, he says. We'll get to that. But first, this one. This was last night, 12:14 a.m., so I guess actually this morning, to Republicans, conservatives, and all great Americans, Elon Musk is putting it on the line, quote unquote, in order to help our capital N nation. And he is doing a fantastic job, he says in all caps. But the radical left, capitalized for some reason, lunatics, capitalized for some reason, as they often do, are trying to illegally and collusively boycott Tesla, one of the world's great automakers. For some reason, the world W is capitalized. And Elon's baby. God, I wanted to just get through it and read the whole thing, but there's so much here. One, illegally and collusively boycott Tesla. I will never own a Tesla, just like I will never post again on Twitter as long as it's Nazified, as long as the N-word is just freely used. People's profile names are the N-word. It's a horrible, racist nightmare on Twitter. Am I illegally boycotting Twitter because I won't post there? They're trying to illegally and collusively boycott Twitter, one of the great automakers, and Elon's baby. Elon's baby that you would assume if you have a baby, you've given birth to it, you've birthed it, you've brought it into the world. That's what Donald Trump would mean. That's not what Elon Musk did. He is not the founder of Tesla. He did not invent the Tesla. He did not create the company. He bought the company, and as part of his purchase agreement, he was named a founder just on paper. He has nothing. He doesn't hold patents. He's not some genius inventor who created the electric car. That's what they would have you believe. He bought his way in with his massive pile of money. Now, has Elon done a lot to further, to advance the cause and to normalize the purchase of electric vehicles? Yeah, of course he has. But it's not his baby. In order to attack and do harm to Elon and everything he stands for, everything the mighty Elon Musk stands for. Oh, they tried to do it to me at the 2024 presidential ballot box, for some reason capitalized. But how did that work out? In any event, I'm going to buy a brand new Tesla tomorrow morning as a show of confidence and support for Elon Musk. a truly great American and former illegal alien. Oh, wait, no, I added that as evidenced by the comments of his brother, who admitted they were illegal immigrants to this country. Why should he be punished for putting his tremendous skills to work in order to help make America great again? That's fantastic. It's amazing how Donald Trump is now willing to buy an electric vehicle when over the years he's had so much, I'm going to say positive, but the joke will just land like that. It's Donald Trump has hated on electric vehicles for years and years and years until Elon Musk became his chief donor and helped him win the election. Here's just a very brief mashup of Donald Trump's love of electric vehicles.
On day one, I will terminate Crooked Joe's ridiculous electric vehicle mandate. They're very expensive and they can all be made in China. They don't work in the cold and they don't go far. Other than that, I think they're wonderful. Let's drive down, get some potatoes from Idaho. Well, sir, that'll be about 6 stops. If you want to drive down to the store to buy clothing, or if you want to do something locally, that's fine. But these cars don't go very far. And they're very expensive. And what we're going to do is you're going to have an electric vehicle if you want it. And it's good for short trips, like to the candy store and back. United Auto Workers, what they've done to their people is horrible. They want to do this all-electric nonsense. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. We're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath. What do you think of an electric car? They cost too much. They're all made in China. Other than that, they're fantastic. And I'm for electric cars. I have to be, because Elon endorsed me very strongly, Elon. So I have no choice. But he knows.
These people are so transparent. It's so hilarious. So here's this other one, really just to make fun of what a stupid asshole he is. Despite the fact that Canada is charging the USA from 250 to 390% tariffs on many of our farm products, Ontario just announced a 25% surcharge on electricity, of all things, and you're not even allowed to do that. I got a voicemail from a guy the other day, a couple months ago maybe, who is Canadian. And he was like, hey, listen, just because he doesn't know English well, you shouldn't, like a lot of us don't know, we're not educated about the words that's not why I make fun of Donald Trump. I make fun of Donald Trump and Republicans for this because it's hypocrisy. They act as though people who don't speak English are stupid. They act as though everyone should just speak English. You're in America, speak English. Yet he cannot. He has not mastered his native and only tongue. I mean, at least Melania can at least speak 2 languages. The nonsense that she speaks 5 or 6 is just that, nonsense. But I just find it funny that someone who claims to be an Ivy League educated individual, I got the best brain, I get the best words, all this stuff, yet he cannot master even basic elementary level grammar and punctuation. Because our tariffs are reciprocal. We'll just get it all back on April 2nd. Canada is a tariff abuser and always has been, but the United States is not going to subsidize Canada any longer. We don't need your cars, capitalized cars. We don't need your lumber, capitalized lumber. We don't need your energy, capitalized energy. And very soon you will find that out. Make America great again, he says. President of the United States. By the way, do you notice he's back on we're getting ripped off, and that's why the tariffs. He's off of it's because of the Mexican cartels in Canada with the fentanyl. It's no longer the drug war, it's back to trade war. It's whatever his mood is at the moment, I guess. Anyway, what do you think about this? I'd love to know. I invite you to this conversation. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. Wow. We are in a pickle, I think, is the not good at all. Anyway, follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. Not on Elon Musk's Twitter because of my illegal boycott. And I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another. I talk nearly every day about how divided we are as a country and the havoc that this division wreaks. But not all divisions are bad, right? As a mathematical concept, for instance, division allows you to split things into equal parts, allowing for equal shares. Division of labor has, for thousands of years, allowed humans to evolve their efficiency and specialization when working on certain tasks. And you can ask any kid to tell you that dinner is far better when the meat is divided from the veg. And what's more annoying than when you're sitting at a cramped table or out in the humid weather than having your meat smashed into your two veg? Is the meat and veg metaphor working here? It's time to divide and conquer with Sheath. Sheath makes the most comfortable boxer briefs I have ever worn. Regular boxers are just too loose and bunchy and not great. And briefs are just a smush fest. Sheath are the solution. Head to sheath.com and use promo code Dollemore to score 20% off and upgrade to the most comfortable underwear you'll ever wear. I'm wearing a pair right now, and indeed, that may be all I'm wearing under the desk here. But really, sheaths are the only underwear I wear. Absolutely fact. Their testicular tech features dual pouches to keep your mane apart from your sides. More dinner metaphors. Note, if you're not into the division for some reason, you don't have to use the dual pouches at all. Just throw your sheaths on like regular pair of underwear and you're good to go. Also, Sheath's stretchy fabric is super soft and made with moisture-wicking technology to keep your president and his cabinet cool and comfortable throughout the rigors of the day. I love my sheaths all the time, but they are particularly clutch in the sticky heat of DC summers, which is basically like 9 months out of the year. They were invented by a U.S. Army veteran while serving a tour in Iraq. The idea for Sheath came from discomfort in harsh environments. As a former Marine stationed in that part of the world, I get the inspiration. The airflow meshes are my personal favorite, but Sheath has tons of excellent styles and designs. Pick a pair and Sheath will hand them to your doorstep nearly instantly thanks to blindingly fast shipping and amazing customer service. Also, Sheath supports multiple charities like Socks for Soldiers and Doctors Without Borders. So with your purchase, you're making the world a better place too. Upgrade your undergarments, score 20% off right now when you head to sheath.com and use code Dollemore. Divide and conquer your discomfort with Sheath underwear.